Well, they do. In fact, their hospital system is a mess. They're closing hospitals in California because they just can't. They just can't deal with the influx of people who are not paying for health care. They can't turn people away. This health care bill that just passed is only going to lead to more people coming into emergency rooms and using hospital emergency rooms as their family doctor. We see that all the time. In New York metropolitan area, there was a big story in our local media about illegal aliens using the ambulance system as their taxis.
Really?
If they had to go to the for a doctor's checkup, they would call an ambulance to take them to the hospital.
They don't have to wait in line. See, I've talked to people out here at California hospitals. They know how to use the system. They use the system, and because they've gotten away with it, all these hospitals know there's nothing they can do about it. Let them in.
Well, they just closed a big hospital in New York, St. Vincent's, which has been, I believe it's about a 100-year-old hospital. They just closed it totally. And all of those doctors and nurses, and they're all looking for new jobs because the city is going broke. They can't afford to treat that large a population on the cuff and pass it on to. What they do is they pass the cost on to people who are paying or have hospital insurance, and that raises the price of insurance, and that raises the cost to patients who are paying out of their own pocket.
Well, the good news is we can all quit our job, according to Nancy Pelosi, and we can become musicians. We can expand our horizons. It is the entrepreneur bill because thanks to her and Harry and Obama and, the people who got their payoffs, we're all going to have health insurance. We don't have to work, and we can just expand our horizons, The next thing we need to do is legalize pot. Yes, go ahead.
When I heard her talking, because I saw it on Fox, the first thing that came into my mind was a guy in Central Park playing the bongos with his hat, collecting coins, and he goes to the hospital to have his bunion taken care of.
I'm telling you,
the Democrats.
I've been sitting on my butt so long. Yeah, this is my job-related.
For actually redefining words. They've taken the term entrepreneurial, which to me means somebody who goes out there and starts a company and hires people and provides a product and partakes of capitalism. The Democrats have taken that word and meant it to be some freeloader who happens to play an instrument that can't get a job and who's now going to be able to be taken care of at the hospital on the dole. And this is basically what the Democrats do. They redefine terms.
And they, socialism, the more people who depend upon the government, the better off, okay? You're gonna have to depend on them to get that welfare check, or your temporarily before you become a musician check. They'll probably have a special category for that, Whenever Nancy Pelosi, any time she makes a statement now, I want these barking dogs, to warn the people there's an intruder about to open her mouth. And you wonder, has Botox become toxic or something? Because remember her statement whenever she was talking about the raids, and she says, any time, the immigration officials, ICE or whoever, when they go after illegals, that's un-American. It's un-American to go after somebody who broke the law. Boy.
Well, the Tea Party, she said, reminded her of the radicals in the 1970s who became violent. Now, she failed to mention that those were left-wingers, and some of the riots she was talking about in San Francisco were the gay rights people. She failed to mention that. She tried to equate that with the Tea Partiers.
Yes.
You know, and so far, the worst I've seen is the guy trying to talk to this congressman, and listen, he sprayed while he talked. You know, this is an example of the violence that's being perpetrated by the Tea Partiers.
There was this lady congressman you and I talked about, I can't remember, and she was talking about the Tea Party in front of the Capitol and how ridiculous those American flags were, remember? But
yeah,
she was the one that had to encourage people to come down and protest at the Capitol when there was a Republican president. It was all different then, yes. Well, you know, I gotta tell you something real quick, that in this article that you wrote about, it's called Border Patrol Agents Blast Obama Administration, you're talking about the fact that the mainstream media, which is no surprise to anybody that listens to this show, once again has failed to cover the reaction of the people who actually patrol the U.S. borders on a daily basis. Now, you and I know, and I've seen this, that they'll go out and maybe find one Border Patrol agent, you know, whose wife just left him for somebody else, and he may say, oh, this is ridiculous what we're doing down here. You know what I'm saying? They'll find one. And I don't know if you saw the John McCain ad where he's thinking about build that darn fence. Did you see that? J.D. Hayworth. Yeah, J.D. Hayworth is actually sending them out. He's the guy running against McCain to show you how stupid this guy is. You know, the guy that's wanted amnesty all of his life. And here he found a Border Patrol agent, and it's hey, McCain is one of us. Now, you think this was a guy?
That's not what the union said.
I know. You mentioned it.
I've covered the Border Patrol guys, and I've talked to them, and they have no love for the politics of John McCain. Not the man. They honor his service to the country and all of that.
Yeah, that's local 2544 that you mentioned, National Border Patrol Council. And the reason I interrupt you there, Jim, is it's break time again. So hold that thought, and when you come back, you got it. We'll be right back with Jim Kouri.